Hey, Mr. Magana, how are you today? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. How's it going, Tigger? Can you hear me? We have a new setup today, so I just want to make sure you can actually hear. I'm trying a new software out. Can you see? Can you see anything too? You should be able to see my desktop, my PlayStation. Okay, that's good. At least things are working. How is the audio? Um, Obviously, I'm talking into my studio mic right now, but is it fairly clear? Are you getting a lot of background noise? This is pretty exciting. We have like 2 people in the chat right now. Okay, hold on to your butts here. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the sound. I'm gonna try a couple of transitions. Get ready for some TV magic. Okay, we have picture in picture. Hopefully you can see me now on the screen. And we can go from picture in picture back to our game view or just a webcam. So we have a couple different options with this. The last little thing to check in here, and if you can give me some feedback on this, that'd be great. How is the synchronization? Like when I'm speaking, how does it sound as far as the words coming out of my mouth with the video? Does it seem to match up okay? One of the big problems I was having with the previous streams was there was a significant delay, especially as I began to talk faster. So if we found a way to kind of manage that and solve it, that'd be fantastic. That is awesome. No delay. So totally worth the change, I suppose. Totally worth the change. So changing over from a previous streaming software, the one that came with my capture device, to an open source one, a little more obscure, I guess, in the way it works. Like it's not as user friendly. There's not as much interface, but definitely I think a lot more capable as far as what it can do. The sync is good. That is fantastic. The big question will be, is it recording? If it's not recording, I should be able to pull this off of Twitch later anyway, to put up on the YouTube channel. But this is exciting, so here we go. It's Saturday. This is our first long stream. We have the new software running. Fingers crossed it's going to work and hold up for us today. No errors. I just have a lot more analytics. So what we're going to dive into is we're going to do The Last of Us Part 2. We're going to continue the game. We are outside of a pet store. We had a little puppy dog key. We were able to open it up. And we're going to explore that before we head on back to the gate with our gas. Continue playing. We've added quite a few quarters to the jar. So we'll see how many more we add today. Since we're doing a long stream, we're going to be playing most of the afternoon. We're probably going to play for the next 3 hours. So we'll play to about 5 o'clock. Jump in, jump out, be with us as long as you can. Hopefully this will be entertaining. If you have questions, comments, I can see the chat. I can actually respond to the chat. It's really kind of exciting, all these new features that I have access to. So we'll play for about 3 hours, then we'll take maybe a half-hour break. And that'll give me a chance to play with some settings, tweak some things if there's some issues coming up. And I'd love to actually show you and share my thoughts on the software I'm using. And maybe we can get a few things set up for maybe the second half of the stream after that. So I hope everyone is having a fantastic Saturday. It is a little sunny / rainy outside. It's been kind of a little bit of both. But things are going well. Da 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 da. Where do we leave off? Downtown. Tigger, aren't you working today? I'm surprised you're on the stream. I'm pretty sure you're at work right now. Or are you on your lunch break? Or are you, like, not technically watching? Is it a slow day? Slow day today? So you're in your office, so I should try to be really quiet, right? Not draw attention. If I just start, like, screaming. And Mr. Magana, are you currently playing as well? Or have you taken a pause? Ooh, ordering lunch. What's for lunch today? Don't describe it in too much detail, because today is my 24-hour fast day. So I'm not eating until about 1:30 tomorrow. Yeah, my man. On the treadmill. Okay. So we're here. We're at Barcos Deliveries. We have a key we found up north. I don't know if you can see where my flashlight ring is pointing. We found a key up there. And we're going to see what's inside this building. I have the hunting rifle, the 2 pistols, we got 9 rounds for the revolver, and this awesome fire axe, which I would prefer not to break. So this was the door that we unlocked, this guy right here. We used our key, we unlocked it. And we have yet to find out what's inside. So I think that's where we're going right now. Let's crack. We got another door. If we listen, nothing really discernible. We got a.
What the hell is this place? Some kind of WLF something.
Okay, maybe we stumbled upon a little camp of theirs. Should be plenty of stuff to raid in here. So what we learned last time, and I believe, Mr. Magana, you are significantly further ahead in the game. So you probably already know this, but the WLF withdrew from the entire west side of downtown. And I'm pretty sure the Serevena Hotel is their new headquarters. So I don't expect to run into too much resistance from them, at least. Here. Although we have had our fair share of zombies.
What's this? These are plans to hit a Fedra convoy. This place must be old.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's been here in years.
We could take a look.
Columbia Center, I'm assuming those are folks that they lost in that building. City Hall. So that's City Hall just southeast of the synagogue. So that building actually, it's the building above the bank. So the far south building is going to be our bank. So that building just north of it must be City Hall. That's going to be worth checking out, I think. We went through Checkpoint West 2. Maybe these are where these folks were stationed at. Although I've yet to recognize names. Looking for Abby and Owen. Those are the 2 that I'm familiar with. And then Fedra HQ is up here across from the library. And I'm assuming that that actually... is the courthouse. I'm assuming that's the courthouse. So that really unique building with all the glass on it, that's probably the library. That'll make, you know, Googling what is that really cool glass building in downtown Seattle a lot easier to figure out. That's the convoy on Interstate 5, Serevena Hotel, Checkpoint East 2. Okay, I got an idea roughly of how it's all laid out. How are we doing on supplies? We actually have 2 med kits right now. And enough supplements to actually craft the melee upgrade. So I'd love to craft this one here. Craft an upgrade for your melee weapon, restoring it to full durability and greatly increasing its damage. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Recipe requires binding, blade, and a melee weapon. So there's something I have to... I assume I need to actually take my axe to a bench now. Melee upgrade recipe unlocked. Oh, here it is. So for the axe... So I need a binding and a blade. So like a pair of scissors and some scotch tape, it looks like. And I should be able to upgrade my axe somehow. Like, in the little picture, it looks like you just put the scissors on the end of the axe and maybe you can stab people with it. Not exactly what I had in mind. Because now I have to essentially limit my usage of that axe. There's a pair. Nope. That's a wrench. A spanner. Bum bum bum, as some people call it. Some cots, some medicine. They left a lot of supplies here. And there's our doghouse, the first one to show any evidence that this is actually a pet store. So I think that's it. There might have been a document. Nope, just a... ammonium? Like, why would you just take that? Are we doing something with that? Maybe I can use it for more bombs, I suppose. I could upgrade my movement speed. That could be useful. I use it a lot to sneak up on the clickers. That is a good question. Do we know if the Seattle is as accurate as New York City was in Spider-Man? I don't know. I'm assuming, and you know what they say about assuming, but I'm assuming that it wouldn't have been too much work to recreate just this section of downtown, because you can't really go west of 4th Avenue. They have everything barricaded off. And you don't really go much further north than Spring Street. So it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 10 to 12 square blocks. I would venture, especially with how unique that glass building, which I'm presuming is the library, was. I have a feeling this was probably accurate or fairly accurate. Who knows, even down to the street names. That'd be really neat if the streets are really accurate. That would be something worth looking up. And I would definitely put some credence to that too if I don't know where Naughty Dog is headquartered, so where the company was that actually put this out. But if they're on the West Coast, especially if they're in the Seattle area. I feel like that would definitely be a thing. All right, what do we got here? A holster? Pretty cool holster.
Booney and Ghost would have loved this.
What does it allow me to do? Shotgun.
Who?
They were these feral cats I had before I came to Jackson. But they didn't seem to want to leave with us, so I miss those scratchy little shits sometimes. You have any pets?
Nah, it was never really my thing.
Oh, maybe when we're done with all this, we can get a nice little creature to take care of.
Alright, deal.
I grabbed something else when I was like rushing to talk to Dina. Not miss that like little prompt. So I feel like these dog leashes would actually come in handy. Like rope, I feel like would be an invaluable commodity. And this is not only rope, it's got like the attachment points on the end of it too. So my question here is, what does the shotgun holster do? Oh, it allows me to cycle through all three weapons. So I can now basically quick draw both firearms with just the tap of R1. So that's kind of a neat little feature. Whereas before, if I was, say, relying on my revolver... Okay, I can choose now. So I would like the pistol tucked into... Whoop! I don't know what I just knocked off there. Yeah. So our regular pistol here hopefully is the one that I'm tucking into the back of my jeans. And then I got the heavy revolver on the thigh. Oh, that's probably not cool enough. That's probably worth switching. If you're gonna carry a piece like Joel's revolver, probably you need to carry it in your
I
waistband.
think we got everything here.
Okay, so we did all that to get basically a revolver and what appears to be just a ton of supplies. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So you may notice I've been looking to my left here quite a bit. One of the new things I'm doing is I got the Twitch app on my cell phone. And with the Twitch app, it allows me to live monitor the stream. So not only do I have it running on my desktop, but I have kind of a quicker feed or quicker access here with the phone. So it's kind of a learning experience with that as well. Where is Shimmer at? Here we go. Okay, I would say that was worth it.
Hey, you nervous at all?
About?
After everything we found out about the WLF, they seem more organized than I expected.
Doesn't change anything for me. Just means we have to be more careful.
At least they don't know we're coming for them.
Exactly. We're gonna be okay.
I know.
Yeah,
All right. We should get back to the fuck Fedra gate before we lose the day.
Yeah. See if we can find those WLF at the Serevena.
So they've been, I guess, passive-aggressively hinting at me that I need to go get to this gate. And the sun is starting to make its way into the west. But I really doubt that I'm actually going to lose time. Whoa, little squirrel. Nothing useful in that. Probably nothing useful up there. From the looks of it. I agree, Mr. Magana. I really like the revolver. I am personally a fan of it. Whoa, that is not the revolver. There we go. It just, one, it's meaty and chunky. And I'm sure you've had a lot more experience actually using it in combat than I have. I'm not sure if I've actually fired it once yet. But considering right now it is the thing that I have the most ammo for, it will be my go-to. Is that a tank? Okay. We gotta check that out. So these collapsed buildings up here look like we're gonna get closer to City Hall. And then the bank is supposed to be south of that, and it's supposed to have a... So this used to be City Hall, which apparently is just gone. That's interesting. I can't climb it, though. I'd like to run up the side of it. That'd be kind of cool. Those are actually... Well, upon closer inspection, they're pretty low detail, but those are actually pretty nice looking flowers. They had a nice splash of color to this area. Like, this just reminds me of something out of a Michael Bay Transformers movie right here. Collapsed skyscrapers. Ooh, what do we have? A campfire.
Somebody was camping here.
Looks recent.
Think it was Tommy?
Maybe.
Tommy is going to be... Oh, we have fire with the left behind, too. Tommy's going to prove to be a very interesting variable in this, because he left without us. So I'm sure he won't be happy to find out that we actually came after him on our own. Wow. Like, if City Hall was a skyscraper, and it literally tumbled over, I mean, it seems like it's leaning up against the next building, but can you imagine seeing a skyscraper, like, actually tumble over? That would be crazy. Okay, we've gotten kind of far away from Jimmer here.
Whoa, check out the tank.
You're a little late there, Dina. Abrams. Looks like we can get on top of it, too. Oh, the horse is following us. At its own pace. This thing got burned out, though. Someone threw a Molotov at it?
I've never seen one of these in action.
Whoa.
Yikes. These guys had a bad day.
What is it?
Burnt skeletons.
Oof. Not how I'd want to go out.
Kind of like those astronauts.
What are you talking
What
about?
astronauts?
One of the early moon missions, there was an electrical fire and the astronauts burned up in their capsule.
Well, at least they died for something worthwhile.
Exactly. These guys were just assholes killed by other assholes.
Should we get this gas back to the Fuck Fedra gate?
Yeah.
We will, Dina. Chill. Oh, this person, like, got trapped under a pile of rocks. Left a note here. Roger, following up on our fight from last night, I hear your concerns and understand your reluctance. But listen, we've thinned Fedra's numbers. Many of their soldiers have joined our fight, and knowing they plan to sneak out through the tunnels, we have a rare opportunity to deal a final blow to Torres and his thugs. Oh, and Torres was the skeleton that we found with the two other ones in City Hall. If we let them regroup, then how many of our men will die? Our own have to come first. You know that more than anybody. I'm glad you're asking these questions. They are questions leaders wrestle with every day. I'm proud of the growth you've made, the soldier you've become, and the leader you'll be one day. Isaac.
Kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he led this raid on the tank. You know, we can hope. All right, welcome, mystery third viewer. We have somebody else out there watching the channel right now. Bum bum ba da ba. Okay, I wonder what the tank was fighting. I mean, if there were, you know, insurgents or WLF in this building, he's awfully close to be engaging them. And of course, another wall preventing us from going that way. Warren Properties. Retail space for lease. I would be curious if that phone number actually goes anywhere. 206-555-0142. Okay, we got some before. Oh, this is actually the synagogue. We've been through here before. All right, let's see if we can find our horse. And we will clear out the rest of the southern area, and then we'll be good to go. Doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Bum bum ba bum. That's where we came from, so the rubble's gonna make this impassable. We're gonna have to go around down by the freeway. Ooh. That tree just kind of leaned over and pushed us. There's our bank, Westlake Bank. Now, I highly doubt we'll be able to explore the entire bank, but that would be really neat to be able to climb up to that top. I made that comment earlier about how cool it would be to... Anything over there? Not that I can tell. How cool it would be to climb up to the top of that skyscraper.
Look at the sign. Think we found the bank.
Should we go explore it?
Your call.
I'm noticing a pattern here, because Dina and Ellie seem to be about an hour behind me on just situational awareness. Like, we noted the bank the very first time we came into downtown. Oop, and that's the rest of City Hall. Look at that. That skyscraper totally collapsed. Where the rest of it went, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the top of it there. It definitely gives me the impression that it's a much larger building. So where the rubble is a mystery. Can we make our way in through the... It appears we can. Well, that'll only be terrifying. Anything around this way before we venture into the depths? It appears not. Just trees. And yeah, just trees. Okay. Well, once more into the breach, let's see what we can find. I feel like we're getting pretty well equipped, although if we're gonna have to deal with some humans and it's gonna be a gunfight, I could certainly use more ammo.
This is cool. In like a holy shit, we might get crushed kind of way.
Relax. Probably been like this for years. It's not gonna collapse today. I think.
Not a fan.
Yeah, these are my concerns exactly. It is dark in here. Like, I don't know if this might actually be the darkest thing I've explored so far. There's the bank proper. Nothing tucked out of the way. Like their logo. It's probably like a heron or something. Though it reminds me of that emu.
Shit. You wanna bail on this?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Your call.
What do you mean they're wearing body armor? Well, we have the blind one. Famous last words. Reminds me of the emu from that car insurance. I think it's car insurance. The commercial you see on TV all the time. The guy that drives around in that like old 70s muscle car. I'm pretty sure those two have eyes though. They can actually see. And I don't know if the body armor is actually going to interfere because I'm pretty sure when I grapple with them, I just like stab them in the throat. Oh, come on. You did not see me.
Look out!
Okay. Let's move, let's move, let's move. Ooh! Ah! Okay. So if Dina would understand how to move, how to get out of the way, that could have totally been avoided. Well, first one for the day. What do we got here? Ooh, ammo though. That'd been, I guess, helpful. Quit swinging your axe and take a look at your gun. Okay, you only got a single round for it. Not as helpful as I expected. What is this? Banking hours. Okay, so the one with the eyeballs is causing us the most trouble here. Where did the clicker go? It's way over to the left. So if I can actually get... and oh, there's another one. There seems to be kind of like a vestibule or a little wing over there to the left. That might be easy for sneaking around. That zombie just is not paying attention. So it's this eyeball one that we have to worry ourselves with. Oh, shoot. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. And there's one, it looks like behind the glass. No, it's just way back in the distance in the shadows. Okay. No, we got this. Just gotta approach it tactically. Nope, nope, nope.
Watch out!
How? How? And suddenly the eyeball ones can see us? Oh my gosh, there's one over there too. Come on, bring it. Okay, they're bringing it. Ah! Okay, there's 2 clickers. Because the one that was approaching me was not the one I thought it was. And I'm not sure what took me out. She just dropped. How's it going, Flanagan? Glad you could join us. I didn't necessarily walk right in front. I'm pretty sure there was a thing. There was a thing, like this little, I don't know what you even call that. Already? Be done. Be done. Okay. So we have ourselves a situation. The question is, how do we handle the situation? Because there are a considerable number of zombies. At least 2 clickers. And 1, 2, 3, 4 that have eyeballs. I mean, runners, I guess is what you call them. Because somebody came out of that area over there, like a regular zombie. Because I would personally love to be over there. I feel like that'll be a lot safer of an area to slowly take them out from. So does the flashlight make you visible? I don't think so. I don't think the enemy AI responds to the light of your flashlight, which is a little immersion breaking. Technically, if they have eyes, they can see you. They should be able to respond to the light. But Magana, I don't think they actually can see the light. At least I haven't had any situations where it's been clear that that's given me away. You know, we did get an upgraded, like, movement speed while listening. So maybe I can use this as... Oh, come on. Why are you herding together? No, there's no reason you need to come over here. And that one, of course, is looking this way now. I will say, at least on survival difficulty, their line of sight, like their distance they can see, is rather impressive. Like if, in a different game, if there was a zombie across the room and it was looking this way, I wouldn't really feel threatened or concerned it's going to see me. With my experience so far in this game is, if you think about it realistically, if they could see you, they can see you in this game. Can we do this? Can we do this? Without getting caught? Oh, man. The one in the back is a clicker. That one way out over there. We're gonna run. Run. And that's with the clicker. Oh shoot. Come on. This is clicker time. Ah! I'll be honest, I actually lasted a lot longer than I expected. Oh, okay. Getting caught up, man. If you can stay away from the clickers, you're fine. It's just when they get you in those melee situations, you lose so much time, and the clickers can close the gap. Okay, let's get our one bullet here. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. Somebody else want some of this? Come on, clicker. Come on, come on, come on. Nope, disengage, disengage. Disengage, disengage. Alright, Dina, I need the trust in your infinite ammo situation.
Ellie! Help me!
Run, run, run! Quit killing it, quit killing it. And run, and run, and run. Dang, nice shot. What's this? Nope! Oh, come on! So that was actually really, really good. We handled all of them. Except my axe broke. If my axe wouldn't have broken, she wouldn't have gone in for that jab with her little switchblade. And it was that jab with the switchblade that cost me. Oh. Because killing one of the clickers, I mean, we can handle the regular old run-of-the-mill zombies. Oh, shoot. Maybe a little too aggressive with that one. Get this one without anybody noticing? Ooh. Okay. So far, so good. I don't think anyone noticed that time. I'm pretty sure there's one over here. Yes, there is. Oh no. Oh no. Do not come this way. Do not come this way. Yes. Walk away. Walk away. Keep walking. Keep walking. He's coming this... Nope, he's still walking away. Oh, great. Don't see me. Don't see me. Don't see me. That one is right there. All right. 2 down. 2 down. No, last battle. Oh my God, you're right. So close. That was absolutely ridiculously close. Okay, we have clicker. I guess I'm not sure what the ones are called that don't move. And then we have one wandering one over there. I don't believe the wandering one will come as far as this little cubicle thingy. So the way to get him is to wait for him to head this way and turn around and go back. Well, we are 2 zombies into it. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Patience is key here. Patience is key. Here it comes. Don't get too confident. There is no such thing as too confident. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Done. Done. 2 more to go. What is that? Like a coffee mug? So I'm pretty... As long as my numbers are accurate here, and it's just the clicker, and then the sleeping one. The problem with the sleeping one is the way it's facing. It's kind of up against the wall. And standing the way it is, it's going to make it very difficult to actually get behind it to grapple it. Anything worth grabbing over here? It appears not. The clicker should be doable. I'm pretty sure it's just wandering, like it's on a patrol. Back and forth along the back of the room. So if I can get it when it's heading from left to right, I should be able to get behind it pretty easily. There is a back room, this safe deposit lockers. That might be a little tricky because I don't actually know what's inside there. Take it, take it. Take it. Really? She's not gonna grab it now? So that's a little glitch, a little frustrating a glitch. So with this cabinet, I hit triangle to open it. And I'm pretty sure to take the item out of the cabinet, it's all baked into that one animation. I hit triangle, she opens the cabinet, and she'll reach in automatically and grab whatever it is. However, I didn't know that. So when I clicked triangle, she opened the cabinet, and then I clicked another button, which interrupted her animation. Which now means I cannot actually pick up that rag and pick, because in order to access it, I have to run through the animation of opening the closet. But the closet's already open, and as you can see, push, 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 I can't actually pick that up. That is a bug. That's something that, quite frankly, should have been caught before they shipped. Okay, let's do this. The trick is when they yell. When they yell, they don't look. Too late. Oh, and Dina took out the other one. Teamwork.
Okay. That's all of them. God.
Well, we found the bank. What's with the body armor? They don't look like
Still
soldiers.
can't get the rag. That is
Yeah.
a bummer.
Not sure.
And I don't think you max out. Pardon me. Double tap triangle. I don't know. Like, I can't remember exactly what I did. I feel like once I opened the cabinet, I actually moved her to the left because I didn't want her standing there because I think the clicker made a sound or something. So I think that interrupted the animation. But now it's too late. Now I can't. It won't let me pick that rag up. And I don't. I mean, I have 3 of them already, but I don't think there's a cap to how many rags you can carry. Or if there is, I doubt it's 3. Alright, let's check the room really quick. Anything useful before we move on? So Flanagan, how is your Saturday going? Got anything exciting on the schedule? I know Mr. Magana is probably going to be back to back to The Last of Us once that treadmill is done. And I managed to squeeze my just some. I probably shouldn't say that. Is your wife working today? Oh, there is a cap, you say. So 3 is the cap. Okay, so this is really interesting. So 3 rags is the cap. So I should make something. Let's say I make a med pack. And let's see if it'll let me pick that thing up. That's such an odd... There's such an odd cap, being 3. I mean, I think I would carry more than 3 rags. And what do you know? She picks it up. So I'm going to have to take back all my moan in there. I was uneducated as far as the cap of things you can carry. Kind of wants you to go through your inventory and start using stuff a lot quicker, I guess. Ooh, I don't actually have this upgrade, do I? I thought I did. Whoops. We'll just get that right now. I'm looking forward to this last one, Endure. Otherwise, lethal damage will instead leave you at low health, giving you an opportunity to escape. I think that'll be really useful. Thank you, Magana, for the heads up, though. Just chilling, though. I mean, that sounds like a good Saturday to me. Just chilling. And you say you're playing Skyrim. What are you playing Skyrim on right now? Do you have it on Xbox or PC? Oh, cool. PS3. Have you beat Skyrim before? We are not going up the stairs, apparently. I wonder what those thingies are on the walls. Something came like plummeting through. Jeez. Was it this? No, I don't know what it was. I assume maybe it was this. This is a chandelier. Have you beat Skyrim before? Or just kind of your first playthrough? Ah, never finished. I think I've started Skyrim like 5 or 6 times, and the furthest I've ever made it was like the first town. Like you escape from the dragon, and like you wander kind of through the mountains. This is the town, and like the first quest, you get like the first word of power where you go down and you fight like the zombie. That's as far as I've ever made it. And then it, like the whole map opens up, and then it's just, I call it Mass Effect syndrome. It's just, there is so much to do that it's overwhelming, and I'm like, nope. And I don't think I've ever made it past that. So I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you're pretty far through it. Well, it looks like can't go up the stairs. Elevators are out of service, and we're not going to pry them open like we did in the courthouse. So, well, okay. I love the options too. Ooh, 100 stealth. Wow. Are you playing as a stealthy character like a rogue? More. Wow, look at that vault. More zombies here. So, I know, Magana, I know you just played through Fallout, the Fallout 4, I think it was. And a lot of, Bethesda games and the Fallout games kind of tout this RPG mechanic, similar to what you're doing in Skyrim. And it's this kind of concept of kind of play your character. You could be a rogue, you could be a charismatic character and, avoid combat and just chit-chat. And I know Fallout's kind of always been a game that's touted that as you can make it through the end of the game without killing a character. If you're interested in those mechanics, and especially, Flanagan, if you're digging Skyrim, I know the new Baldur's Gate is supposed to be coming out this fall. And the company behind it just did like Divinity, Original Sin 2, and a couple other really big profile RPG games. And like they are the back to the roots classic, any option you want goes kind of games. So if you haven't heard of it or you haven't seen anything on it, I think they put a couple of trailers out and things, and the devs seem to be pretty vocal online as far as communicating what they're working on. But I would highly suggest to keep an eye on it or check it out if you're into that kind of game, because there isn't too much that really kind of fills that niche. So the more games we have that are like that, the better. So I just had a thought. Maybe the body armor, maybe these aren't soldiers. Maybe these are actually the WLF, and they're wearing kind of appropriated body armor. And they died here for whatever reason.
think these body armor guys were trying to rob the bank.
Oh, shit. It's like that movie.
Which one?
The one with the surfer bank robbers.
Surfer bank robbers.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
Point Break, right? I'm assuming this is Point Break. Keanu Reeves. And once again, and Flynn, again, I think you'll appreciate this because we had an entire afternoon where we played through and cracked like 2 or 3 safes very, very simply. As intimidating as that massive vault was, I can just grab a sheet of paper on the ground right outside of the vault, and they've handily written the code for me. Vault code 602306. The change of guard, X, every 2 hours during the day and every 4 hours at night. And there's apparently 4 of them, L, K, B, and N. So L drops off NKB, hit the front door at 0100. L drives to the back, NK and B hit security. N is at the front door, K is at the back door, B is at the vault. N and K are watching security, B gets the vault, and then finally NK and B meet L out back. So there's 4 of them. There's one of them that's on the ground here. That didn't make it. I mean, they clearly didn't make it into the safe. And they made comments about it with the ones that we were fighting out here. That guy is kind of squiggly. I mean, his spine is really doing something neat there. Like, if you want a lesson on upper body Cuban motion here, look at the way this guy has separated his shoulders from his hips. It's fantastic. But he's not wearing body armor. The clicker is wearing body armor, though. Man, look, you can actually see his mouth. I mean, this is a little graphic, but here's what we need. Yeah, look at that. Like, it's like the upper lip split open, and that's where, like, the fungus grew out. That is something. Whew. So that's a guard. Doesn't have body armor. I'm curious if they all perished, because the vault clearly is not rated. No body armor. The one Dina took out has no body armor. And what the last clicker we took out? Body armor. So there are at least 3 people accounted for here. And I'm assuming all of them would have wore body armor. So what that tells me is that there is at least a 4th one somewhere. 2 of the body armors became clickers. 1 looks like he took, I don't know, a blow to the back of the head. Maybe he's in this room, the other one. There's plenty of items. We'll pick them up in a second. But if one person survived, I'm surprised they didn't carry out the mission. Because there's definitely somebody missing. Got some stuff. I'm surprised these, haven't really been rated yet, because there's probably quite a bit of really cool stuff. Not that money is going to be very valuable in the post-apocalyptic economy, but I'm surprised this bank isn't more tore apart. Okay, so what was our combination? 602306.
Here we go.
We want 60. $23. That was not a 23. Oh my gosh, really? 60. $23. And then our palindrome number 06. Come on. It's interesting that not every press on the D-pad is consistent. I can press it once and maybe the number will tick once. Sometimes I have to press it twice. Here we go. Gonna find out what's inside. It looks like our fourth person is in here, and it looks like they blew their brains out. Or maybe they starved to death. Blew their brains out is more my guess here, but I have a feeling maybe they got locked inside. And just the way that gun is positioned with that little stain right there. Can you imagine being locked inside of a vault? Would you rather starve to death? Or would you take your own life? That would be a really cool feature if if you made a mistake entering the code, the annoyance of an actual physical lock, you have to kind of reset the combination. You know what would be really cool for that? Virtual reality. So you can actually put your hand up there and turn the thingy. Looks like we got a shotgun now. I don't think he needs it anymore.
Thanks, dude.
Pump shotgun. So I know, speaking with you in the past, Magana, you've been kind of on this gaming kick lately, and you've been really cruising your way through some stuff.
Look at all this money. The bag's full.
Man, if we were back in the old world,
Never made it out.
we'd be rich.
Never made it out. This is actually a really tragic bit of storytelling. Like, he robbed a bank, this guy clearly got locked in. And as far as I can tell, if you look at his body, the entire back of his head is missing. Like, it's clear what he did. Like, that's depressing, So, like, did, the zombies occur, like, just most worst timed bank heist in history, like, at the moment of the apocalypse? Because these guys are still here. Can you imagine, like, watching Ocean's 11 and, like, halfway through the casino heist, just the movie switches to a zombie genre film? That'd be fantastic. Anybody keeping any guns in the bank? That'd be a nice place. I have not been playing too much VR. There are a couple of games I have my eye on, but I think kind of just the production has slowed down, not just because of the coronavirus, but with the whole PS5 being imminent, details being kind of like tight-lipped right now on PSVR 2 and those kind of things. So there hasn't been too much in the way of releases. I know the big Iron Man VR game is coming out either the end of this month or like just the beginning of July. And that's actually a game that I've thought about kind of being the successor to this one as far as the next casting game. So, if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, I haven't even tried streaming VR games before, but if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, kind of the VR Iron Man game that's coming out, by all means let me know, because I'd be happy to give that a go. At some point. Ooh, we got a ring.
Cool.
No way. Sick. I don't know enough Latin to read what this ring is going to say, but I know what it's saying. And this is Nathan Drake's ring from the Uncharted series. It's like Sic Parvis Magna or something. Someone that knows this better will correct me. I'm sure it's on the internet if you Google it. This is Nathan Drake's ring. Sic Parvis Magna. 29th January 1596, 9/32/79. I don't remember what the numbers are for, but that is a nice little Easter egg. Nathan Drake's ring. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that translates to, like, greatness from humble beginnings. I could be completely off the mark. I just kind of remember that being kind of a through line for that series. Wow. How cool. I wonder what that's labeled as in your inventory. Oh, just an antique ring. So what is the deal with the shot? Okay. So great and small. I have a feeling that that translation comes out to. Well, I feel good with this pump shotgun. I can probably handle a little bit more close range work. Yeah, I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. It's the VR thing. There are a few coming out for it. Like I said, the Iron Man one's one I'm looking forward to. There's a few action ones. I mean, speaking of like a heist game, I mean, the people that did the London heist, like that short VR demo, their full game, Blood and Truth, came out last year. And that was kind of touted as one of the must-plays. Alright, what do we got here? F this. I wasn't even supposed to be here. Effing Neil, assuming that's N, roped me in. Said the police would be too busy chasing all those sick people running around. Look at that. Terrible timing. Said this place would be easy pickings. So, of course, those sick effers showed up and everything went south. Oh my gosh, there's a Kyle here. Pulled one of them off Kyle and nearly lost my arm with all the effing bites. This guy just, like, likes to write curse words. And then my own guys lock me in here. Ah. So they locked him in because he got bit. And then he must have just took his own life before he changed. The cops will get here soon. If I go down, then my friends go down with me. I'll tell the newspapers, tell everyone on TV that Kyle Peters, Leon Travis, and Neil Grant are you can read the rest. Awesome. You know, if I had an alter ego, kind of like a Peter Parker kind of thing, that was named Kyle Peters, he probably would rob a bank during a zombie apocalypse. And it would probably go about as well as this one did. I feel really weird right now, sweating like a pig, arms all red and black where I got bit, can't keep my thoughts straight. Oh, is this how it happens? Am I turning into one of them? I like how he's writing in all caps right now. Like he has the presence of mind to try to convey that emotional distress in his writing to whoever finds this note. F that, if I'm going out, I'll go out like a man. Blowing my brains out with a shotgun. Jeez. I always find it interesting how, you know, in movies or games in this case, people writing notes always seem to write very creatively. And what I mean by that, like, they can't keep my thoughts straight. Like, that's clearly written in a way that's out of sync with the rest of it. So it gives that feeling. I'm not really sure if you were writing this in the moment, you would have the presence of mind to say, how can I convey these words visually in a way that has a double meaning? Like it not only means what it says it means, but it visually communicates the stress and confusion I am going through right now.
They tried robbing the bank on Outbreak Day.
Probably seemed smart at the time.
So what I was going to ask, actually, Mr. Magana, I know you've been playing through a lot of games lately, and I'm sure you're long past this point in the game, but like, did you make it through the bank? Did you check all this stuff out? I know last time I talked with you, you talked about just kind of playing through the story and just kind of going through them. I'm curious if you've seen some of this stuff, because this is definitely kind of off the beaten path. Is that it? I'll be honest, I was expecting more. Like, we came here simply because they said it hadn't been hit yet. So there should be a lot of supplies here. And, I mean, what we found was really neat. There was this, you know, bank heist in action. And we found a shotgun, so I can give them that credit. But I was expecting more, I guess. Dina, get out of the way. Oh my gosh.
Watch it!
Really? More? I was like, what was with the music? It sounded like there were more zombies. Quit shooting. Quit shooting. It can't see you. Well, now it definitely knows we're here. Where is it? Where is it? Dina, be quieter. Like, I heard the ominous music, and it just crossed my mind. I'm like, maybe when we leave here, there'll be more zombies. And yes, there was. Somehow they got in. Where they came from, I don't know. We took out the runner, and now we have the clicker to deal with. It's like right there. Please don't jump over this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, quit shooting it. Cool, man. So you've just been beelining through this game. You've been playing it just fast and going through everything. We somehow shimmied that clicker. It ran back into the security deposit boxes. So I don't even know. This one is very clearly agitated. I don't know if it's actually worth trying to stealth kill this guy or not. I mean, I had the shotgun. I can always test that out. I only got 2 rounds, and I feel like I'd want to use it on something a little bit more. I mean, what's more deadly than a clicker, to be honest? There is that stage 4 infected we read about. Don't turn around. Oh, shoot! Whoa, we got it. I mean, that thing literally turned around right before I hit the button, and somehow I got in through the window.
I think we're done with this place.
Agreed.
Agreed. We had a lot more zombies than I think supplies. Get a little water. So as far as I can tell, as far as the west side here of downtown goes, there's one other area just directly west we can check out. That little curvy building, I think, is where the tank was sitting. And there wasn't really anything there, because that definitely was the bus stop. So I think there's just one little area, and then I do want to explore that really cool little water alcove. I think it's that question mark actually up there, right on I-5, before we go back to the gate. Go out the way we came. I wonder where they came from. Maybe they dropped down through the ceiling, you know? They were on an upper level or something. They heard all the commotion.
Hey, if you lived in the old world,
They dropped down here.
what would you buy with all that money?
I don't know. Maybe a big farmhouse?
But you can get a farmhouse now.
Okay. What would you get?
A space shuttle.
Oh, that's right. Your astronaut thing.
Hey, it's cooler than a farmhouse.
Farmhouse is way more practical.
Money is not about practicality. Money is about living life to the extreme. So yes, buy a space shuttle, Ellie. Buy your space shuttle. Let's hope we have no other extra, you know, uninvited guests. Although I don't know if you can actually buy a space shuttle. I think I mean, maybe you could decommissioned one, but I'm pretty sure you have to build one if you wanted a space shuttle.
That place was crazy.
Well, I got a shotgun out of it, so not complaining. Okay, let's get back to the fuck Fedra gate.
Well, hang on. Now that we have daylight, question. Because that's clearly the shotgun on the side of her backpack. Where is she keeping the hunting rifle? Is she keeping it in the backpack? So I gotta retract a point here. It was total props when they tucked that gas can in her backpack and you could see the nozzle sticking out. And then they go ahead and they're just like, you know what? Instead of just attaching the shotgun some other side of the backpack, we're just going to make it so that you can tuck that shotgun, or in this case, better yet, that hunting rifle into that backpack, and it just disappears. That, I think, is a much more impressive. I mean, if she can do that, why can't she tuck that little gas can nozzle away? Mary Poppins backpacks, that's what it's about. Well, considering we're outside, I think we're going to get this guy ready. Tigger, what did you end up getting for lunch? What did you end up ordering? You left me hanging. Okay, let's see what's down in this flooded out little ravine under the freeway. We'll go fill the gate, and then that like concludes this like 4-day quest in real life to get the fuel for that gate. Man, it's those really thick bushes that we can't apparently go through. Here we go.
Well, that was an adventure.
Yes, it was.
Haven't found any of them yet.
Hey,
We know where they're
it's a
at.
big city. We barely started looking.
Yeah, I know. Just thought we'd see one of them by now.
Quaker steak, nice. You know, for as many times as I've drove past Quaker steaks, just made comments on the fact that I appreciate their logo and like the kind of food they serve, 'cause I think it sounds great, and even gone to like motorcycle drive-in things at Quaker Steaks, I have never eaten at Quaker Steak. It's gonna have to go on the to-do list. Now that I'm thinking about motorcycles, it's kind of sad because we're probably not going to be doing Quaker Steak summer drive-ins this summer with everything that's going on. It's a nice little waterfall. It's a little odd down here where it's splashing, but I think that's the rest of the ambush. Let's go take a look if there's any supplies. Oh, you can keep going, maybe? No? We got a achievement here. Trophy, sorry. This is the PlayStation. We got a trophy. Well, you can socially distance at a drive-in, but I'm referring specifically to, like they would do like the summer things where everybody's cars, they all pull in and everything, and or with the motorcycles specifically, everyone's got their motorcycle, everyone's mingling and chit-chatting. Like, I doubt they'll have that simply because we're congregating too much. Fascists. Wow, that is... Okay, so this is some very impressive mud. I mean, it's enough of a... I'm assuming it's not a rock, considering this thing is sunken into it. So it's mud, although it's kind of hardened into rock. But it's existing in an actively flowing creek bed without going away. And that truck is like easily 3 or 4, probably about 2.5, 3 feet in that mud.
Whoa. This guy was an officer.
Traveling in a ration truck?
Trying to hide, maybe?
Unsuccessfully.
Trying to sneak out.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
I bet this is the convoy in that map we found in the safe house. Or the whiteboard drawing. I bet this is the convoy that they ambushed. And they blew up the interstate. What do we got? We got an MRE ration. That could probably still be good. Got a note.
Should we get this gas back to the Fuck Fedra gate?
Oh, man.
Everything is in place. We will be waiting. Once we intercept the convoy and take the Fedra officers captive, you can abandon your post and join us. I know you've taken numerous risks and lived in fear of being discovered. Your loyalty to our cause is appreciated. Isaac. Wow, so they had like a Benedict Arnold. They had a traitor in the Fedra ranks. And basically just sabotaged them. That's messed up. Junk. More junk. That is pretty messed up. I think that's it. Yeah, that is some thick mud. What are we missing here? Oh, the map. Why do we have that little dot? I think we did it. I think that is about, I'm assuming the trophy's related to that. I think we've found everything we have on the west side of town. So it's going back to the gate. Moving on to the next part of the game, which is actually pretty exciting. Really quick check for collectibles or supplies. Can we? Nope. So that's it. And I'll be honest, the thing I'm going to miss the most about that side of town was the music shop with the guitar. Alright, let's go do it. So I want to take just a second here, because I don't know if Flanagan, you were here in the chat when I first started the stream up and mentioned this, but we are running on new software today. And as far as I can tell, it's going, I'm going to jinx it right now. Right, this is imitation wood, I can knock on it. This is, it's going flawlessly. Like, I think the audio has been in sync with the video. I don't think we've had any hiccups or drops or disconnects. And we've been streaming for about an hour and a half now. Like, I am very, and I not only can I access the chat, I can see the chat in real time, I can respond. I am very impressed. And all it was a switch of software. So, after our little gaming session, like I said, I want to game probably till about 5. We'll do another hour and a half. Then we'll take a little break. And we will come back to it today, but we'll take a little break, and then I want to dive into maybe a little bit of the software side of things, and, you know, we'll explore some stuff, and I want to share my thoughts on the previous software and really this software that I'm using now, because I think we'll have some cool options. Oh, see, that's not funny. That is not funny. I knocked on the particle board, so that should totally be fine. Uh-huh. Not funny. Well, not yesterday. Thursday. Thursday's stream was the epitome of frustration. And I'll share the thoughts on what I think was going wrong with it later, but I think it was just this concept of as I pushed that last software we were using, because I saw a little bit of the problems when I was working on the uploads for YouTube on Wednesday night, and then they just snowballed and got worse and they trickled into the stream on Thursday. So, let's hope it doesn't happen with this one. This is just gonna work. Now, it has been a while since we've been here. Now, what confused me before, and I kind of worked this through my headspace kind of after the fact, is the road we're on right now, this one that says it's 8th Avenue, that runs up and down, north and south, it must stop being 8th Avenue at this gate. Or maybe it is 8th Avenue, and it just runs, but if you look at Columbia Street, the street that we came on from the west side, if you follow where the cursor is right now, and you go down 1 block, and you go east, that road over there is Columbia Street. So maybe like the city planners didn't line them up right, and you had the little zigzaggy thing you get in country roads. But that's what confused me so much, was the fact that that first zigzaggy road was Columbia Street, and that did not line up with what I thought the map was. Then again, that could be a mirror of the actual downtown Seattle and Columbia Street, which in that case would be super cool. So we have the fuel, we'll put the generator, and we'll get through the gate.
Here we go.
So here's a random thing now I'm thinking about it.
Alright.
Just because
I got it.
motorcycles on my
Put in the
mind.
code.
Put in the code. What was the code?
Hey, these old generators are pretty finicky, so it might take you a few tries to... Oh.
Nope.
Sorry, go on.
Nothing.
But I have my motorcycle insurance through Progressive. Does anybody here have Progressive, or have you used Progressive in the past for insurance? I'm curious. Because they have something called the Snapshot. And it's like if you don't know what it is, it's this little dongle. You can get it for your car right now. But you plug it into like the OBD2 port on your car, and it like senses the way you drive. So in theory, if you drive safe, the thing basically is like a big brother and it just records all your data. But then the Progressive sees that and they'll lower your deductibles and your payments and all that stuff. But if you drive non-safe, so you speed or you have hard brakes or hard accelerations, then obviously the opposite happens. You had it. I ask why you switched and who you switched to. I'm curious. Oh, see, so the phone app. So who do you use, then again? Because the phone app is what I'm getting at here. The phone app, I got invited to be a tester for Progressive's phone app, American Family. I'll have to look into them. As an aside, I'm looking at possibly switching away from Progressive. So any options that you've been happy with, I'm happy to look into. But I got invited, one sec, Huh, interesting. I haven't had any problems with Progressive. I think they've been pretty good, but they are a little pricey, at least compared to some of the other companies I've looked at. So I'm looking at possibly just switching to lower prices. The phone app thing is really interesting, though. I got an invitation for like beta testing their Snapshot phone app for motorcycle riders. So it's like I do it for 90 days, and then I guess they're gonna cut me a check for like $50 for participating. So I'm super jazzed. I don't know how well it's gonna work with the phone app, I guess. Like, do you have to have internet coverage your entire ride or drive in order for it to record properly, or does it use the sensors on the phone? I don't know. They have a disclaimer saying it's not going to affect your rates and coverage. I just think this would be kind of interesting to try. Huh. 5345. 5345. We can do that. Insurance, insurance, insurance.
It worked.
Well, no welcome.
Yeah, it's a week's worth of
Or they're
effort.
just waiting for us.
We made it.
Let's look for a way in.
That's a cool little like drawing
Keep an eye on
thing
those windows.
with that wolf head. And that's the hotel, like right there. So this is about to go down. So Flanagan, with your app that you use, do you get to see how they rate you? Like, does it show you like, you had a couple hard breaks this month, so we're adjusting your price? Or is it all kind of like behind the scenes stuff? Because I just feel like, I don't know, that Big Brother kind of stuff, I just feel like it's a very easy way for them to screw you over. But then again, I don't know, I haven't used it. This is just my irrational fear. Well, we have a barricade. Huh, Root. I've never even heard of Root. Have you used them, Magana? I know we're about to jump this.
Wolf. WLF. I get it.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Did you see that look Ellie just gave Dina? She was like, "You're a crazy woman. I can't believe you would make that association." That was the oddest look. Have you found that it's actually helped? Has it actually lowered your premiums?
You see that?
What?
Infected just hopped that fence.
Oh, means we can get in that way.
What?
Shouldn't we hear gunshots or something?
I don't know what's going on.
Wait, did like literally... Nice, 5% discount. And that might not be huge, but that's still nothing to I'd rather have 5% discount than not have one. So did I miss something? Was there like a zombie that jumped a fence? So I'm assuming the fact that the response was, shouldn't we hear gunshots? The fact that it happened in real time. The seahorse is their symbol. Like, did a zombie literally just hop over a fence? Because that sounds pretty intense. Ooh, why are you taking cover? Can we open this? I mean, this looks pretty heavy duty compared to the other guardhouses. It's not going to let me in. Oh, I think it's time to go back to the shotgun. Shimmer. We're going to park you there in the shade. Ah, Geico. See? Now that's the thing. Geico is actually the company that I am kind of had my eye on right now. And here's what I'll say. I'm going to take a quick pause just a second because I do want to share this. I am very, very impressed with the person, whoever it was, that was like my district manager for Geico. Because I did a little quote thing on their website, you know, just free quote. And then the guy like called me and spoke to me on the phone about it. And then he called like twice more. And like every like 4 days, he would send me like an email reminder. Because I think the quote was good for like 90 days or something. And up to the end of that 90-day window, and I haven't switched yet, and I'll share that reason why, but up to that 90-day window, I mean, the level of follow-up from that guy was off the charts. Like, amazing. Like, that just service alone is enough, essentially, to convince me. Granted, it didn't, but hypothetically, it would be to convince me to switch to Geico. I was very impressed with just the presence of mind that he had. Cool. I think Tigger's dropping off here. We will have fun. Hopefully we will continue surviving. Good luck with the rest of your shift. And remember, posture. Posture. That's what makes the world go round. So I'm curious, actually, what might be loaded in the shotgun? Because I know with the crosshairs, which I currently don't have and that are disabled. Wait. That email thing annoys you? I mean, I can see how it'd be kind of pestersome, but I don't know. It's the way he went about it. It didn't come across as pestering. It was just kind of like a reminder. It was like, hey, you know, not to forget, you could save this much money if you want to switch. But this crosshair thing, like, I no longer have crosshairs activated, and I know the size of the crosshair can tell you kind of like the range or the spread of your shot. So I'm assuming since it's a shotgun and we got it in close quarters, it's just going to be maybe buckshot, a nice spread. But if not, it'd be nice to know how far I could shoot. I mean, if it's a slug round, you know, this could actually, you know, shoot through the gate and pick off some guys from distance. East Gate 1. This is probably where the zombie jumped over. There's another generator. Don't tell me we need more fuel. Oop, did not mean to... That is like the most legit jump. Ah, which way do we go? Do we go check out the hotel, or do we try East Gate 1? I mean, the options. Maybe I don't even have a code for East Gate 1. You know, that'll probably solve the problem. I don't. 2, 3, 4 something? 2, 3, 1 something? We could process of elimination it. The thing I'm concerned about is maybe it's like a secret. Maybe they want you to go in here and you won't have a chance to come back and go through this way later. Oh well. We're going to bank on the fact that they want us to go through East Gate 1 eventually. That's probably where we go after we go through whatever's going to happen inside this hotel. That's probably the next area, considering the rest of the map has been explored. So, we're going to throw caution to the wind and just dive in. Whoa! Person. Nope, that is the zombie. I'm assuming that's the zombie they talked about. And look at it, it's just wandering right into their base. Maybe they didn't make it. How much of a twist would that be if, like, Abby and Owen and them never made it back here? Like, they got caught up in a zombie horde on the way back to Seattle, and they all died. And now, you know, she has to just learn to live with unsatiated revenge. Right there, that's a moral of a story. This looks like it might be a crate full of grenades, but it is not. If this was Uncharted, I'm pretty sure these exact crates are there, but they hold grenades. Or at least a very, very similar looking crate. Excuse me. Those are some creepy fish statues. Like, not the most welcoming sight to see. Nothing in there. Drums of stuff. I mean, that's like rainbow. Like, what is that? Rainbow what? Rainbow line. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Some ammo. That'll be useful. Shotgun round. But still, let's save that shotgun for when we really are in trouble. And you know, it'd be a cool idea to just... There's been a lot of these trucks. I'm sure one of these still runs. When we're all done here, why not drive them back to Jackson and... Driving back to Jackson wouldn't hurt to have some armored trucks. Okay, flashlight on. Here we go, let's do this. Jumping in, Serevena Hotel. We have waited for this moment. Such an anticlimactic game. I don't know if it'd be anticlimactic. It'd be certainly a twist you probably wouldn't see coming. This revenge mission and just unfulfilled. And then she has to deal with the psychology of... I mean... That sounds like zombies. Yep, that definitely is zombies.
Ellie! Over here!
Great. How many are there? Don't want to use the fire axe.
Help me!
Is there a way? Jeez. Oh, it broke. Dina, I'm coming.
Fucking let go!
Jeez, bail. Okay, divide and conquer. Ugh, done. That is so brutal. Weave. I ain't got time for this. Oh my gosh.
Okay. That's that.
You only shot once. You didn't need to unload every single round and throw them on the ground. I think it's medpack time, though. We have a lot of them, so... Wouldn't hurt to top off, you know? And maybe we'll make a Molotov. Because that actually would have been kind of useful when they came running out of the building, you know? Just light them all up. Oh, I know the pain here. Crates and boxes not being openable. Like, there would definitely be stuff inside of these. Or maybe the game would just, you know, play with your mind. And you could open every crate in every box. And all the ones they didn't want stuff to be in, they were just empty. You know, that actually kind of reminds me of Skyrim. Like, I feel like you can open almost every crate and every box in Skyrim. Just a lot of them have useless things. Oh, we got 2 handgun rounds now. I have a feeling they're not here anymore. Wow, he bled out. Or if they are, they're, like, secured in a room in the back, because that was quite the welcoming committee we just cleared through. You must check. Absolutely. You cannot... You know there's a room full of, like, bookshelves and things that are empty. You can't just leave. You're going to look through every single one of them, and you're going to collect, like, half the stuff you don't even need. Like, I feel like that is what those games are designed on. We've have a lamp, and it's still running, so it couldn't have been that long ago that they abandoned this place. Oh, they have a menu. What is on the menu? Let's take a look here. Aged. Oh, come on. Focus back on. Aged foie gras terrine. 10-day aged something with passion fruit and apricot. I like cannot pronounce half the stuff that is on the menu. Deconstructed turkey pie. Turkey breast, pt.1, Brussels sprouts, cranberries, and a puff pastry. And for dessert, a praline log cake with hazelnut and popping candy. That sounds pretty amazing, actually. I know, right? The books. Like in this game, when I found that skill manual, like, I didn't even know it was a skill manual. I just like picked the book up and then it was like, you've unlocked the skill tree. All right, looking at something here. Dropped 0 frames, still running. Fans kicked on a little loud, so I was curious, but it doesn't seem to be running that much harder than it was before. And we're still maintaining a rock steady 60 frames per second, so I'm happy with that. Wow, this is a big place. So you know what would be super depressing, considering this looks like it happened very short notice, is if the owners didn't have a chance to like unlock their pets. So their pets like just starved to death inside their crates and you just found their corpses inside there, like maybe just, I don't know, bones. This seems like the kind of game that would do something like that. Foosball. And the ball's even ready to go. Although there's 2 foosballs, that's a little unusual. Man, tons of stuff to go through. Oh, look at those whale statues. Those are pretty neat. We even had an interesting blue whale superhero card yesterday, or Thursday. And there we go. There seems to be a recurring theme with blue whales in this game. Like, there's been 2 references to blue whales so far. Piano. Wow, now that is a fireplace. They even got these gold dog statues next to it. Concierge, we're not getting in there. Business center, fitness center, Pilates, and spa. Not sure what room that is. Or it's a staircase, it looks like. Dang.
Ugh. This one's fresh. And he's got one of those wolf patches.
Guess
WLF.
they didn't make it out with their gas after all.
That's good, right?
If those fuckers who killed Joel got
He's
taken out by
moving.
some random infected,
Then they'd still be dead, Ellie.
I'm not sure that's justice.
See, look at that.
Might as well grab what we can while we're here.
She's struggling with the concept that these people could already be dead and she doesn't get to exact her revenge. What better way for character growth than for that to exactly have the thing that happens? I don't know if he was like legitimately moving or if he was just kind of glitching against the geometry, but oh man, that is brutal. I don't even know what's going on there. Like that's his shirt, or maybe that's his skin, or was his skin. But we have a 3rd gun, a 3rd rifle. Oh no, just the ammo. I can live with that. 1 round. It's always 1 round. I should just quit checking. Well, let's check out whatever this is over here, the entryway, before we go up the stairs. The check-in desk, the non-working elevators. How many floors we got here? Shiatsu massage. All that stuff is over that way, which is barricaded, so we're not going to get to check out any of that stuff. Interesting, this has a room number. Room 101, but it's like the staff office. And I'm assuming that's supposed to be a diploma of some sort? With a seal there? Like, is that just me, or does it look like there's supposed to be writing? I don't know. It looks like from a distance, it looks like there's like supposed to be writing on those things. It's just really blurry. Like, that definitely is writing on that one. Look, there's like a picture down there in the corner. Huh. It's like the textures are just not deciding to load in. That is interesting. October. I like how all these calendars are coming across. They're just set to different months. What do we got? Junk. No, I feel like there's room there to turn it into an engaging gameplay or engaging story afterwards, you know? I don't know what it would be, but I'm sure there's something they could craft out of it. Alright, we got a pipe. No, we don't. We're gonna throw it on the ground. We do have a dead guy. We are going to use this pipe. I like how the little icon in your inventory actually changes. Now it's a pipe instead of an axe. That's a nice little touch. Although you apparently do the exact same thing. Upgrade for every melee weapon. Another WLF guy. He did not make it very far. Dang.
They've been shot.
You recognize him?
No.
Oh, he was shot.
Maybe someone else killed these guys.
Oh.
The infected just wandered in.
Tommy. Maybe it was Tommy. Maybe Tommy got here ahead of us. I mean, he is ahead of us. So maybe Tommy did it. He's cleared them all out, you know. Ooh, this is like their gun locker. So ammo cans, MREs, everything useful is gone. I mean, a hotel would be a cool place to set up. Anything else over here? We got Mike Dino. Watch where you're walking. Nothing. Well, things would suggest to go up the stairs. Wow, look at all the fuel they have.
Hey, found their gas.
Well, if we need any more, we know where to get it.
All right, here we go, going up. How tall is it? It is rather tall, like what, 4 floors, 5 floors? And if the infected just wandered in, there's a good chance there won't be any more infected. Why is that stair really weird? That step is very unusual. Another dead guy. Man. Somebody, like, seriously cleaned house. Some plants growing up here. Kind of an odd spot to see plants growing, considering there was none on the ground floor.
I don't recognize this one either.
What we should be doing is taking a WLF badge off of one of the bodies and pretending to be WLF members. Man, look at all the... he took a lot of shots. I don't know if you could hear that car horn, but was it a real car horn on outside? I just assumed it was in the game. I'm like, who is beeping? Who is out front of the hotel beeping? Here we go. This is a live reflection mirror. Especially considering the drama of, like, creeping onto a hotel room, not knowing what's inside. To see a reflection moving in a mirror, it was a good choice to spend the resources on that. Man, it looks like they're just dead everywhere. See anything useful here, Dina? Some bottles, some rags. A shower in very much need of cleaning. I feel like every shower in this game. Now look at the contraption they made. Like, it doesn't have water pressure, so they kind of built this wooden scaffold in here with this bucket up above to, like, take showers. That's a nice little touch. That someone put the time to, like, craft that in this game. Ooh, we got a note. Saturday, March 29th. Our strike against the Fedra checkpoint worked. Killed at least 3 of those thugs. Just a few wounded on our side. In the wake of our losses, it felt good to hit back. That night, we voted Isaac as the new commander. It was a contentious meeting. His summary execution of those prisoners still doesn't sit right with some people. But I like him. He can make the tough calls. I wonder if that's referring to where Torres was, in the bottom of the courthouse. Those 3 federal officers that were clearly just executed. Friday, April 4th. I'm effing exhausted, but for a good reason. We've had 8 new recruits show up in the last few days, and 6 are Fedra deserters. Isaac's directive is clearly working. It's either that or all those flyers. People are taking us seriously now, finally seeing the WLF as a real alternative. We'll kick those fascists out and rebuild on the foundations Emma and Jason laid. So this is kind of interesting. We're kind of diving into, like, this whole plot with the WLF at a time of, like, transition. It's not like the original WLF. They've already made a transition to, like, a new leadership cast and stuff. There's a lot more kind of dynamics at play. That magazine is called Leave. Like, get out while you still can. Oops, some more stuff. Another shower. A lot of these art drawings, though. Someone, like, took the time to... Either they drew them themselves and hung them up, or... looks like maybe an artist series trading card. What do we got? The Know-It-All. Another villain, of course. Real name, Sheila Kim. Brains, 100 plus. This is above 100. No, good point. I don't know who Emma and Jason are either. I'm kind of curious. I think it was in the courthouse where you found the wanted posters that the federal agents had that were kind of showing all the other WLF members they were capturing and kind of killing, essentially. I'm very curious if maybe Emma and Jason were part of that previous leadership team that got captured and executed. It might, I don't know if it saved the document or not. I'll check the files here. Braun 20, affiliation Spark, a world-famous researcher diagnosed with an early form of dementia. Sheila Kim reached out to Spark in desperation. Could they do something to slow her mental decline? They agreed to implant an experimental nano AI drive in her brain, allowing her to not only retain her knowledge, but accrue new information at a massive rate. Now she is arguably the smartest person alive, and Spark's new chief technology officer, overseeing their military research arm. Some argue that she's lost her conscience. Others wonder whether the AI has taken over her mind. Neutral villain. Fascinating. Kind of reminds me of that movie, I think it was called Transcendence with Johnny Depp. They're the ones in the wanted posters. All right. I don't know if I'd actually... if maybe she saved him or anything. Probably not. WLF agitators. Oh yeah, look at this. So Emma and Jason. Emma Patterson and Jason Patterson. They were the couple. And they're crossed off. They were the top priority targets. And I think with the Pattersons gone, now someone else, Dixon, Isaac Dixon, has moved up to their new leader. Look at this. It's all tying together. How cool is that? It's interesting that I can't actually check her journal during this time. I think the journal has been replaced with this, with the map. So yeah, total. Magana, good call on the original leaders. Like, we couldn't get past that. I know where they want me to go. And of course, as I presume, this was going to be blocked. There is yet one way forward.
Shit.
I wonder if that's Isaac.
What the fuck happened here?
Is he alive? No, I don't think so.
Tommy did this.
I knew it, Tommy.
This? No way.
It was definitely him.
I wonder if that guy was at the thing.
He's one of the ones that killed Joel.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw an Asian guy in that group. He looked like an Asian guy. Eye for an eye.
Shit. There's another one over here.
Dang. Oh, we got a number. Ooh, Eastgate code. Of course, this guy conveniently was like, I'm going to write the Eastgate code in my own blood as I die.
He was using them against each other.
How?
Joel told me about this. You asked this guy a question, but You don't make him say it, you make him write it down. And then you ask this guy, and if the facts match, you're telling the truth. If not...
You fuck him up.
Oh man, talk
Yeah.
about mind games. That's brutal. Priorities, right? Like, why would he write the code? You know he's slaughtering all your people, so the only person that code would be good for
East
would be for
one.
Tommy.
Another gate code?
Looks like it.
Well, I'm sure they know they're being hunted right now. Like the WLF.
This just happened now. He can't be far off.
Yeah.
That's
Come on.
like
We can get out this way. Maybe catch up with Tony.
penguins.
Yeah.
That is brutal. The choice of the red shade for this room was a good one. It really gives it kind of an unsettling vibe to walk in and see this gruesome tableau. Is that a big map? Nope, that is the exact same map I think I have. And we got Eastgate code 7302, I believe. I wonder if she wrote that down. She did not. 7302. Let's not forget that. 7302. 7302. 73 and 2. That shouldn't be that hard, right? 73 minus 1. 2. Right? 73. 3 minus 1 is 2. 0, 2. We got it. 7302. Oh, we're out of rag. With too many rags again? No? Pick it up. And a hammer. Why is she not picking stuff up? It's even flashing. I don't think I'd be able to pick it up because of that. That's because I have the bar. Switch? I would rather have the hammer than the metal pipe. Because the hammer is probably a lot lighter, and I can only imagine the brutality that Ellie will inflict with this hammer. Look at those trees. Back outside again. I like how this door can open both ways with its magical hinges. It's getting storm clouds out though. That looks a lot like what I've seen today in the real weather. Huh. I didn't even notice this bus before. And the fact that this bus, I mean, obviously we can't make it back up there, but leads right up to that balcony where that door was. And that door wasn't even open.
Fuck. I know. Are you okay?
It wasn't pretty.
I don't want you to think bad of Tommy.
Ellie, if I had my sister's killers tied to a chair, I'd do worse.
I hear you.
And it's starting to rain. Like, not in real life, but... I mean, it was past midday when we were on the west side of downtown. Considering we just... I mean, we only went to the second floor of the hotel. There's a lot of hotel that we did not go through. But all things considered... See, it's stuff like this. I get it's post-apocalyptic, but it hasn't been that long. And this is very clearly a road next to a very prominent hotel. Like this tree, look where this tree is. This tree has literally sprung up through the sidewalk. And even if you were to imagine this tree was one of those nice little trees they plant, like, in little grady things that they put on sidewalks, which they're usually done in rows. There are no more trees in rows. But look how much it's outgrown that thing. No one would plant a tree that's going to grow like that. Like, there's no way this tree, as cool as it is, would actually be here. Like, maybe in, like, 100 years. But I'm pretty sure it's probably been less than 20 since the zombie apocalypse started. Like, there's no way that would even exist. That said, it is super cool. $7302 was the code. So now I want to check something really quick. Because I have the gate codes. Of course, I'm in a super, super dark spot. There we go. Yeah, I guess that could probably be a 73 and maybe a 0 on there, a 02. I could see how you could read that. I was just curious if the smudge marks were going to line up with the actual code. Oh, whoops.
Got it. And I got
Of course.
this.
I didn't even have to even remember what the code
Big
was.
question though. Where does this take us?
She was running low. Didn't even have to memorize the code. Dina did it for me. See, and this is where the game, I think, doesn't put enough faith in us as the player. It's just like back there in the courthouse. There was the locked room where the safe was. What did you have to do? You have to break a window. What did they do? They placed 2 glass bottles below both panes of the window. It was like painfully obvious what you had to do. Like the game, come on, this is a rated M for mature game. Like, take some chances.
Say we
make it a
find
little more
shelter and we
difficult.
set up camp. Maybe somewhere high up so we can scope out the area.
I like that idea.
Okay. Let's look for an open building.
Preferably with no infected. Or a WLF. Wolves. Whatever.
I still have some of those almond things left if you're hungry.
Not really.
You should eat something. Oh my god.
What?
What?
I sounded like my mom just now.
I'll be fine.
So, like, it's getting late, it's raining, let's set up camp in a high building that doesn't have zombies and doesn't have WLF. Why are we leaving the hotel? The hotel is not only a tall building that you know doesn't have zombies because you just cleared out the ones that walked in, and the WLF abandoned it. Like, where are we going? Why don't we, like, if my mind is not working right now, why? Why are we not just setting up camp in the hotel? If our goal right now is to find camp. September 26, 2013, Outbreak Day. So yeah, I don't even know when this is supposed to be set, but there's no way that tree could exist, and it just got dark really fast. I have not, so again, I have not read the book The World Without Us. Is it a fiction, non-fiction? What's it about? It sounds interesting. 2038. So yeah, 20 years, right? Give or take, 20 years. There's no way these trees, would exist in 20 years. Although maybe in the alternate timeline of 2013, we have genetically modified trees to grow rampantly. Wouldn't that be cool? Now, I know I wasted all that dialogue back there without going anywhere. And that should be what's playing right now as we traverse these streets, but the whole idea of why they aren't just staying in the hotel when the storm is clearly bearing down on them is kind of puzzling. Like, The World Without Us reminds me of, like, a zombie book. That's what that sounds like. I don't know if that is, but that's kind of the impression I'm getting. Like 20 years? Yeah, I can give it. Grass is growing, the concrete's breaking. I mean, most roads around here break down in like 6 months. But like a tree to do what it did in 20 years, I don't know. I think that's kind of pushing believability there. Wow, we are actually kind of high up, aren't we? I don't even know what that is. Is there like a street underneath of us? Kind of like a Chicago kind of setup? Ooh, that sounds cool. Of a book. Is it just one book or is it like a whole series?
Get the other! Don't lose her! Go!
Dang. Ah! I mean, to be fair, that's probably the right thing to do, because that horse... Crawl away. Because that's what we apparently... Oh, the gun. Oh. That's why you go for a handgun. You have 2 handguns on your side. Why didn't you grab one of them? Not the horse, right? I mean, the bomb probably just gutted the horse, to be honest, so shooting it
Didn't think I'd ever see you again.
probably wasn't the worst thing he could have done, but... And Dina fell off the highway.
How'd you find us?
I asked about a dude with a bitch scar across his face.
It's funny.
Oh, that's the guy she cut.
How many came with you? Just you two?
You can't stop this.
Don't they know about Joel, since he's been killing them?
Jordan! We're supposed to be out looking for the other one. What the fuck is this?
You know the smuggler that we killed out in Jackson?
Yeah?
This girl was there.
What?
They're coming after us. That's why Nick was
Just like-
fucked up like that. We gotta get her to Isaac, and we gotta tell him exactly what's going on.
Yeah, well, I just got off the radio with Isaac. And we got a new mandate. Kill all trespassers.
Oh, hold up. That doesn't make any sense.
Direct order, man.
No, let's talk to her. Let's figure out what she
I
knows.
don't give a fuck what she knows. You saw what she did to the others?
You have no idea how many people she might be with. This might be an
I
ambush,
don't care
Mike.
how many people she's with. We will find them. We will kill them.
Can you just think for yourself for a quick
Jordan, get
second
the
right
fuck
now?
out of my way.
Did you just get shot? I mean, I heard those walking on the ceiling, you know?
Come here.
Glass shard, come on. Oh my god, is he like strangling her? What? Get it! Come on! Oh my gosh, they're scuffling. Come on. Cut faster. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. That was like very brutal.
Are you okay? Mostly.
I don't think she got
Ellie.
shot.
Ellie, we should go. Somebody would have heard the gunshots.
Jeez.
Look, she's one of them.
Come on, look at that later.
Was there a TV station on that map?
I don't fucking know. Come on. Fuck, Ellie.
Okay, I gotta process. Hang on. That was intense. The guy wasn't killing them. The guy literally stopped the other guy, from killing Ellie, from shooting him. And then, yeah, he shot the glass out. Dina fell. But once she fell, he could have just shot her and killed her, and he didn't. I mean, he was going over there and scuffling with her. Maybe he was going to, like, chokehold her and knock her out like he did before, so he could, like, tie her up. But I don't think he was actually interested in killing either one of them. I don't know, just... I mean, Ellie was not taking any chances, apparently. Wow. That was intense. They don't know about Tommy for some reason. It seems like there's a fracture or discommunication here between Isaac and the higher-ups and these folks. I don't know, it's kind of odd. Alright, well, we're fighting some humans now, with guns. So, let's see what I can do about that.
Go around.
Do I have all my stuff? Take cover, take cover. We're not going to worry about aiming.
I got him covered.
Let's go.
You flank.
Okay.
Watch this.
Over here! What?
Better be limping away. Because that was a shotgun to your face. Oh my gosh. The hammer is very brutal. Wow.
Let's go. How many guys did you see?
Enough. We gotta get the hell out of here.
And all of this happened like in a preschool. How are we doing on ammo? I mean, that lady took a shotgun blast. I mean, maybe I just was a little bit off with my guess of the crosshairs. And I think it kind of tore her thigh up, but she was still pretty much in the fight. This was so gruesome. I feel bad for that guy. Maybe, no, this is a science lab. So maybe not a kindergarten. But a school. Man. That was intense. I mean, for a science lab, these pictures seem awfully kindergarten. I mean, we got Frankenstein, Dracula, and like, I don't know, Zombie or the Wolfman. Halloween stuff going on in October, but like, they have microscopes and stuff. Like, it just doesn't match. Like this, too hot to handle, and those pictures don't seem to match a classroom that's going to have microscopes and like an eye wash station. Unless this is like a mixed grade school or something. Does that lady have any ammo? No, she had revolver ammo. Wow. It's a bully-free zone. The irony. Breach. This is very not in cover.
It was this way! Move up! Clear the rooms.
Alright, we had what, 2 of them? Go to the right. Take this guy out. Can we listen? Do we know where he's at? Someone for clearing the room. That guy is definitely not clearing the room. Yeah, kindergarten. Kindergarten class Halloween party this week. What kind of kindergarten has microscopes and like a science lab? Like, this is like, I mean, I guess it's downtown Seattle, but I mean,
Ellie, to our right.
oh shoot, of course.
Spotted him! Right here!
Right where? Right where?
Get behind them! She's pinned down!
Oh yeah? Oh my god. Okay, there's still more. Cover. What you want, lady? What you want? do it old school. Oh, dang. Pistol whip. And then shot in the head. Wow. Dang. Okay. Probably post-apocalyptic class school, which is similar to the old one. The old one-room school model. Yeah, the post-apocalyptic school model. I gotcha. They just teach everything in one classroom.
It was this way! Move up!
Okay,
Clear the
there are
rooms.
3 of them. I miscounted. Man, that hammer though, that is brutal. She does not mess around. And these people don't clear corners very well. Like, he walks up close enough with his gun trained that I can still whack him with that hammer before he gets a shot off. Nice skylight. Alright, where are they?
Got a bit.
I got him!
What?
Here!
Dang.
Motherfucker!
Done. Done, fool. Man, I got shot.
I'll keep them busy!
She does
You got
not
it!
seem happy. Can we med pack really quick? Oh my gosh. Okay, where's the third one at? Fourth one? Nope, there are definitely multiple. Oh my gosh. Enemies are deadly accurate when you're charging towards them. Okay, I want charge towards them. This is definitely changing up the combat model.
It was this way! Move
And
up!
there's more than
Clear the rooms.
3. They flanked me and found me. Dina, come on. For reals, girl? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hide, hide, hide.
Got ya!
Me bandage? That was not a bandage. That was a grenade. That did not work. Well, so much for my stun grenade. Yeah, not fighting mindless hungry creatures. Ow! Dang! Dina, do something. Wow. Might get my stun grenade back. I do have a stun grenade. I could probably use that in this fight. Man, the fighting
It was
is
this way.
absolutely
Move up.
brutal though. Like,
Clear the rooms.
like when she gets shot, like she gets shot. You gonna get maybe 1 or 2 hits and she's done. Stun.
Charlotte!
That wasn't the stun
He's
grenade.
down!
Oh, he's down. Back in cover, back in cover. Well, whatever I threw was pretty
March
effective.
forward!
How many we got? 1. Dina's got that side covered.
Look in! She's trapped!
Yeah, we kind of are trapped right now.
Jules!
shoot. Done. Done, lady. Ouch. Okay, they're across the way. Oh, I saw you. I doubt I can snipe you like this. My aim's not that good.
To the left.
Dang! Calm. Okay. I will commend the AI. He really, truly ran around and flanked and got us from behind. That was impressive. Disappointed I didn't make it to that one, but that was still very impressive.
It was this way! Move up! Clear the room. Go
So-
around them!
Oh, I have a bottle. I don't have a stun grenade. It's a bottle. I liked that room, actually, though. I did like that room with the bookshelves. It did seem a little bit more, I guess, easier to defend. See, now I'm getting out of position. This is very dangerous. There's one person. Maybe we can, like, totally flank them and get behind them. Oh, there's a guy way in the back. Is he gonna go through that door?
Nothing to report.
Ooh, we slipped past them. They don't even know where we're at.
Over here!
Dang it.
Gotcha! You're dead!
Oh my gosh! Do something! That's the first time I've been strangled to death. Wow. This combat encounter might take a little while. And this may be where we get to our first kind of intermission for the afternoon, is making it through this fight. What I need to do is I need to quit hoarding my ammo.
Clear the rooms.
There's a reason I have guns. You know, I shouldn't be... should not be afraid to use them.
Gotcha!
Dang it, really? Really? Coming already? Nope. You can't... You clearly cannot chop him with your hammer through the wall. Why would you even try? Other gun. Miss. Other gun. Can we get close enough?
Got her pinned! By the shells!
Dang!
God damn it!
Get down.
Bring him down!
Wow. This very much changes just the combat flow. I just started getting used to how to deal with zombies.
It was this way! Move up! Clear the rooms.
I need to figure out how to equip my stun.
Get them from the side!
Yeah!
Pin her down! Copy that!
Talk about brutal. But, combat awareness. Alright, this is what you get for trying to flank.
Move in!
Seriously? Oh. Under the table shot.
It was this way! Move up! Clear the rooms. Hit them from behind!
Like, this lady really came sprinting around the corner to flank us. So here they come. She's gonna do it again.
Light him up!
That's a bottle for you. Alright, time to heal.
Push forward!
Oh my gosh. Move, Dina, move! Dang. Oh, you hear him like bubbling? I actually shot somebody. We got one more. One more. We can do this. Oh, that's Dina. Okay, he's right there. Do I have my Molotov? Can I use my Molotov? I'd love to use my Molotov on this guy.
Better start running!
Ha! Okay, combo. Molotov and ambush.
You good? Yeah. You recognize any of these guys?
No.
So, to be fair, I did actually sound surprised when I was surprised that I shot the guy because there's no crosshairs. So, probably 9 times out of 10, when I shoot, it's going wide. And the fact that it only took, like, I think 1 shot to get on target, and I actually managed to hit that guy. Not only did I actually manage to hit the guy, but it was the killing shot. Combat, though, is brutal. I went through every single med pack I have, and the Molotov. Well, we have some letters from the body we found. I forgot to even look through those. Let us equip up, though. I mean, that was... Fighting zombies is gory and brutal, but man, when you're fighting the people, that's like... It is visceral. It is very visceral, very intense. And there seems to be no ammo in any of these weapons. There's my broken hammer. Which makes no sense considering they were just actively shooting at me. Let's make sure this is reloaded. Make sure this is reloaded. And let's make sure this is reloaded. That adrenaline level's coming down. Wow, that was intense. Just the combat system does a fantastic job of really pulling you into like just the visceralness of the battle. And the AI, I have to commend them. The AI is doing a fantastic job. I mean, they are playing the way I would expect like human opponents to play. So that was actually a very challenging fight. And just the way the systems interact, the fact that the guy was behind cover, I was able to throw a Molotov. It kind of missed him, but it caught his sleeve on fire. And that was enough to distract him. Didn't take him out, but it was enough to distract him so I could go in there and finish him off. And it wasn't a clear, clean kill if I remember. Like, I'm pretty sure he took a few hits, blocked me, swung, I had to dodge it, and then could go in and finish him off. Like, that was... Wow. That was intense. Do you get hand soreness from tighter grip during stressful gameplay? I haven't had hand soreness yet. I definitely can tell that when I'm intense, like in these moments, it'd be so cool to get like a heart monitor I could display on the stream. You could see like the BPM when stuff happens. I can definitely tell I get more tense about it, but I haven't been sore yet. I have a feeling that you have had hand soreness, Mr. Magana. Although, if I may, I probably attribute that to the fact that you probably play a lot more than I have. See what we got here. See what we can loot. Well, someone had the presence of mind to put tarps over this stuff. Huh. You've always seen like handprint turkeys. I have never seen a Stegosaurus handprint. That's a first. I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. I want to make one. A binge player. That's a great way to describe it. Well, I think we've about checked all there is to check. You know, I kind of expect to find a trading card. I mean, we're in a school. Where else are you gonna... I'm gonna, like, open someone's locker, and there'll be a trapper keeper with the entire collection, mint condition of every playing card. Okay. I think it's time to move forward. What high ceilings. Excuse me. I think we're outside now.
I want everybody down here now.
Oh man.
Where those shots come from?
Enemies can spot you in the grass as they get closer. I learned that the hard way with the zombies.
I'll cover here.
Right.
You hold the cafeteria. So one guy's leaving to go hold the cafeteria. Orange shirt guy with a beanie. Oh man, she's got like an assault rifle. Oh, I feel like Sylvester Stallone. Nope, not interested in moving them around for a short time, but good to know for the future. Instead, I'll just deliver like the heaviest dose of anesthesia I know how to deliver, and we'll move on to the next one. That must be the cafeteria. That guy's still inside there. Let's get Mr. Orange Shirt over here. There's a clearing. Can I get across it before he notices? Him and then the cafeteria person. Velociraptor. That was a Jurassic Park reference, by the way, if anyone remembers the second Jurassic Park, when they're like running through the long grass.
Up there.
Scars?
More of them. Watch out.
I don't know.
To your right.
What?
Spread out.
Scars? What are scars? Type of zombie? We have so many people coming in here. There's still one in the cafeteria, and we just had 3 more inner fray. Oh, this lady's gonna come by the box. I mean, I guess that'll give me a perfect opportunity to clear her out. But there's 2, though. Oh man, like the camera had that little pan there where you got to see her eyes as I was basically withdrawing my knife from the side of her neck. That was haunting. It was a fraction of a second, but that's all it needed to be. That's some like stick with you forever stuff. That's brutal. That's so brutal. So there should be 3 left. 1 is in the cafeteria. 2, I think, are roaming around down here. They're being quiet. That guy I can't even see on my ear vision, whatever you'd call this. But the high ground is nice, because it does give me an idea of where we're going to go next. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Moving. I'll go check it out.
That was close. Oh, they're both coming. They're both coming. Not good, not good, not good. Back up. You gotta separate them. Yeah, if anyone's seen Jurassic Park, remember that scene? The guy's just shouting, "Don't go into the long grass! Don't go into the long grass!"
Clear.
And the Velociraptors get them. I am the Velociraptor. Oh man, he's right behind me. I gotta separate these 2. Like this. Quiet. From the shadows. Striking and mercilessly killing everybody, apparently. I wonder if Scar is a type of, like, super zombie or something. Yes, actually. So, Flanagan, you can go prone, and it does make it harder. So, right outside the synagogue, the first time I got to fight zombies in the tall grass, and I learned the shortcomings of it. There's the other 2 right there. Going prone definitely made a difference as far as being able to get closer to the zombies before I was found. So it does make a difference. Of course, the negative being you're a lot slower when you're prone, so it makes it harder to maneuver. I find it interesting. Oh my gosh, you just never get over that. They're interesting that, you know, when they wander across the corpse of their compatriot, they don't notice it just because it's in the long grass. I think you'd like trip on your body or something, their bodies or something. Because I'm collecting quite a pile over here. So yeah, prone does make it harder for them to find you, at least in my experience. I could be like an antlion and just lay in wait in one spot until they walk by, and just like fling a bunch of sand in their eyes. Like leaving the grass.
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh. Like that dude had a moment. I mean, I crossed my mind in that little...
There's a lot of them. I told you.
When I sprinted, he was going to hear me. And he turned around, had a moment of surprise, and then somehow I stabbed him in the back of the neck. My gosh. But this game does not shy away from the violence. We'll get quite a few rounds for the pistol. Well, another loot session. This was another camp of theirs, apparently. Ooh, supplements. And before I get too far, I need to read that letter that I found. Lots of camping supplies. Make you feel a consequence of killing. I think they're doing a pretty good job of it, actually. I mean, yeah, it's a video game, but the animation system, the AI systems, just the visuals, and like just the way it all plays together so well that it's a lot more traumatizing, even if you're killing a zombie in this game, than special cola, special refreshment, than in any other game I've played. Like, and I know, so I'd be really interested because I know, Magana, you just played through the new God of War, and I have it. I haven't actually started it yet, and that's another candidate as a game streaming charity option here. But how would you say that combat? Not necessarily because I'm sure that game wasn't trying to make you feel remorse for fighting and killing things, but how would you say the visceralness, because I'm sure it was visceral, of that combat compares to this combat you have here in The Last of Us? I know we're talking like two completely different moral approaches here. I mean, I haven't played the game, but I have played previous God of Wars. I played through God of War 3, I think, last year. And it wasn't really a game that was concerned with the ramifications of killing. At least the act of it so much. But with another kind of current gen, high fidelity title, I would be curious to your thoughts as far as whether this game actually feels more brutal of a game than, say, God of War. Simply because of the context and the way they make you feel when you go through the act of, you know, murdering a character. I think we're ready to go up. So let's take a second here. Can't really do much in the inventory. Don't have enough. I need 60 to get that last mark, which I really want. Leia's photograph. And Leia's note. Man, it's covered in that guy's blood. Jordan, Isaac's got us posted up on a 2-week at the TV station. Scars spotted in there's scars again. Scars spotted in the area. Here's something to hold you over, Leia. Man. So her and some other people are posted up at the TV station. Nope, not that one. Can I not look at my map again? Apparently not. Holding that is not going to open the map, so we're going to have to go do it manually here. Am I missing it? Where's the map at? Oh, there it is. Map of... It's like the third thing. Right, very similar in terms of gore. But yeah, it is less brutal here. Really, I think in Gears of War, I think in God of War, you feel numb to it quicker because of the fantasy aspect. Interesting. I'm looking forward to actually playing through that one. But yeah, I think that's really interesting that while it may actually, in terms of what's happening, be more brutal, it doesn't feel the same as say The Last of Us. Alright, well we've made it through what I'm presuming, if that's the WLF, we're moving up 8th Avenue. We zigzagged, and then we kind of got off the map, and that's when we got ambushed, and now we're in a school somewhere. The thing is, if that's downtown, Seattle Conference Center. Maybe that weird glass building wasn't a library, maybe it was a conference center. Here's the news station, the TV station, KMAB 13. But I don't see like a school or anything else that might give me indication of where I'm currently at. Besides the fact that we just left downtown. So probably somewhere around the theater, I would imagine. Alright, Dina, yes, I see you're up there. I am coming. But I'm going to be different and want to go this way. Wet roofs. Wet roofs are so slippery. What do we got over here? Bottle of alcohol, I think. Tucked away in the corner. It's a nice little courtyard. I mean, I guess this is like the school kind of playground. By the cafeteria, you know? Not really a playground, but just a... I don't know what you'd call it. Well, let's find out what the next thing is. And we're coming up on 5 o'clock here. We've been playing for about 3 hours. We've done quite a bit, seen quite a bit, overcome quite a bit. I think we're going to find out what the next little thing is. And then we might take a little short break, maybe like 15, 20 minutes or so before diving back in. Give me a chance to kind of tally up exactly how much money we've kind of brought together for the United Way. Give you a new count. Play Yard. Is it a game called Yard, Flanagan? Like Y-A-R-D? It's a game called that? Oh, no, I get what you're saying. Like, it's a play yard. Yeah, not really like a playground. I guess, yeah, just like a... I don't know, like... This is what I would expect to see, like, in a college dorm. Not really like a kindergarten. Well, I would say keep an eye open for the theater. I have a big feeling that's going to be the next landmark that we're going to be close to.
Have a look here. Fuck these wolves. Steal their shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've been doing that the entire time we've been here. Why would we suddenly stop now? And look at that sandbag that's broken. That's pretty neat.
What do we got? Anything?
What?
Over there.
Where's over there?
Get
Oh,
down.
on the roof.
Hello?
2 more. Long rifles.
Adrian's patrol.
Shoot.
Hey, you too.
Maggie!
Oh, man, did he just call her Maggie? That's horrible.
Move in!
Yeah, on it.
Like, I feel so remorseful right now that I just ambushed that woman and murdered her, like, in a moment. She didn't even have a chance to respond.
Down!
Ouch.
Over here.
Well, now you don't have to worry about Maggie. Alright, where'd it go? Where'd it go? You're over here somewhere.
You're dead. Do you hear me?
Can I go over this? Dang, did you see that? Over, oh my gosh. Over the hill.
Think that's all of them?
Let's not find out.
I know, right? You kind of hear them, the sound effects, you hear them gargling, and you just, oh. I mean, look, her eyes are still open. Kind of. That was pretty intense, though, being able to run up over that solar panel and just like flank her like that. Oh man. The Maggie though, like the Maggie, that was intense. I will probably finish this game and I will not forget the first time I just ambush shanked somebody and then the person next to her was like, Maggie. Oh man. Like, I'm smiling right now. Not because of what I've just done. Like, at just what Naughty Dog has created. Like, this game has done a fantastic job of really pulling you into the world. And, Magana, kind of as you said, you do feel, like, the actions of what you're doing. Or what Ellie's doing. And it's just wrong. Like, it's just like, I would prefer not to do that. Oh, there we go. There's some picnic tables and stuff. Kind of a playground, I guess. I don't see any discernible landmarks, though. Nothing that'd be worth actually helping navigate. We got skyscrapers, which I imagine was downtown. And that building has some, like, a satellite dish. That might actually be north. So that might, well, that should be west. The sun's setting, and it's the same day. My first guess would be that would be the actual tower that we need to go to. But it would make more sense if that was downtown, since that's where the sun's setting. So we should actually head that way. And maybe something like that is where we need to go. Probably can't make that drop. And I don't want to use my med pack just yet. I know I took some hits. Ah, tetherball. Do they still play tetherball? Is this even a thing in schools anymore? Like, I remember rocking some tetherball back in the day, like elementary school. Did anybody play Foursquare? Like, I'm talking like elementary school, or maybe beyond recess. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Foursquare? Did you play Foursquare? Have you heard of Foursquare? That game was legit, right? I'm trying to remember if I know how to play Foursquare. Foursquare tournaments. It's kind of like you could knock the ball to anybody, right? And if the ball came into your corner, you had to be ready. If I remember it correctly. That's a baseball diamond, I think. Maybe this was the playground. Well, the tetherball gives it away. I never really got into tetherball, though. I will say that. Tag was the jam. That is all we played in elementary. Tag on the new equipment, as we called it. Excuse me. Just built like a new jungle gym. Like mulch and everything, so you could fall off of it and you wouldn't get hurt. Every recess was tag. Summit shingles. I got a battery. I think that's the first battery I've gotten. It's gonna let me make a stun bomb, which I still have and I don't know how to use. I was able to access it once before. Oh yeah, tons of stuff. Playing cards, another radio, and a note. From here on out, kill all trespassers. That's what that one guy was talking about. We'll send additional units to locate the other woman. Return to the FOB by EOD. Bring all available supplies. So FOB is forward operating base. So they want you to return to the forward operating base by EOD. I don't know what EOD stands for. End of day? Return to the forward operating base by end of day? That's my guess. Which it's getting late, so... Although I don't think with the way things are going, anybody will be returning, because I'm pretty sure I've just done a good job of murdering everybody. Like an angle grinder? Yeah. End of day. Have you heard that phrase before? EOD? By EOD, end of day? Oh, huh. Wait, and there's a show, a TV show about tag, ultimate tag with parkour runners? That sounds amazing. Or is this on like TV or like Netflix or something? What have we got? More rags. On TV. That sounds pretty cool. There was a movie, wasn't there a movie a couple years ago with Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner in it? That was like 4 kids that have been playing this lifelong game of tag, and they're like adults now. Wasn't that like a movie? I didn't actually see it, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Fuck.
Okay, we got us
What
a
about
lock.
this?
What about what? Where are you?
Let's try it.
Oh, a window. Maybe it'll move. There we go. Well, we're heading west still. That's back towards. Oh, let's drive. Is that a truck? Do I hear a truck?
Come on, inside.
Oh man, they have dogs. Like they have like German shepherds or something. So we got 2
We gotta
people,
get away from
2
this
dogs,
school.
and the guy driving the truck.
Now.
There has to be a way down to the street somewhere.
So we have 3 more hostiles and dogs. Dogs are gonna make things a lot more interesting. Oh my god, have you seen the movie? What's the movie called again? It's based on a true story. That's actually pretty cool. The show is on Fox. I'll have to look this up. I did not know about this stuff. Man, things are escalating. I want to pause. I want to pause. We've been playing for 3 hours. This is going to be a very big file to have to work with afterwards. Look at all the colorful bicycles. Oh, we're about to do some Uncharted stuff, and we're going to jump over to like these what appear to be apartments. Literally right next to the school, the kindergarten school. This is giving me that feeling of, it's called tag. Okay. I'll see if I can catch that. Tag. This is giving me that feeling of trying to jump off the freeway the other day. See if this works any better. Nope, that was the wrong button. Let's try that again.
I got it.
Hey, that worked out a lot better. I guess there's a fence, so maybe this is the edge of the school. It's just, and I guess you can't really see the background. You can kind of see the front of the school where the kids get dropped off. It's not that creepy. In somebody's apartment. Wow, for like how destroyed, like this toaster oven, the range hood, the oven, the sink, the microwave, everything is beat up and destroyed except for this washing machine. I mean, maybe there's some like dirt that's supposed to be on there, but this washing machine is like pristine. There you go. Ride. Now I can see that piece of art hanging in your house, Magana. Man, there's all this stuff that I'm picking up, and I don't actually know what it is. called a dishwasher. It may be a dishwasher, but like, it is so clean. So these certificates hanging on the wall, these general certificates, I feel like these were what was hanging at the hotel that weren't loading properly. These just generic art certificates. Trading card. What do we got? Cardio. Oh, the guy's like a robot. Real name, Pedro Rojas. Brain 60, bronze 60 with no affiliation. Pedro Rojas was a long-distance runner who dreamed of winning, but always came up short. When Spark offered him limitless stamina in exchange for using him as a test subject for their new Velocitanium artificial hearts, he immediately accepted the deal and then escaped, going into hiding. Now known as Cardio. He can run faster and further than anyone alive. Pursued by Spark, they still want him back to finish their experiments. They'll just have to catch him first. He's a hero. I mean, if that is the experimental heart, I don't know if I would have agreed to that. I mean, look at that. That's more like, we're going to give you a complete experimental, like, iRobot, right, left, pectoral muscle. Another filthy shower. Supplements. Take them from the dirty bathroom. See, look, this washing machine dryer combo, that's what I expect the dishwasher to look like. But no, this dishwasher is like brand new off the assembly line. Man, tons of stuff. This is kind of odd. I guess you walk out, and this is like a front door to the apartment. Another elevator. We're on floor 2. I feel like we could potentially drop off that second floor. Another PlayStation.
We need to
PlayStation
get to the
3.
street.
We're working on it, Dina. You can't rush greatness. These are actually some pretty nice apartments. Nice ox. What do we got? Anything in here? Once again, yet another flawless washing machine. What did I just take? September. All right, we're going, we're going. That's like a CD we just took. And that is like an exact copy of the calculator I had in high school. Color scheme and everything. Stainless steel, huh? Ooh, more stuff. You have 49 supplements. But I want 60. I'm not really interested in increasing my crafting speed. Although the smoke bombs would be pretty neat. But we're gonna wait. You make it out.
All right, coast looks clear.
Yeah. I think we're good.
We dodged those dogs pretty quick.
Check this out.
Are we looking at the letter and the photo now? Apparently.
She's one of them.
Well, fuck her then.
Read the letter.
Jordan. Isaac's got us posted up on a 2-week at the TV station. Scars spotted in the area. Here's something to hold you over, Leah.
TV station.
Yep.
You think she's still there?
Catching up with the program.
I gotta find out, right?
So, spy all these tall buildings. That way.
Okay.
West.
Let's go get Leah.
We're not actually that far east, though. They shouldn't be by those tall buildings, based upon the fact that it's getting late. Unless it's the next day. We were unconscious, and it was dark and raining, and they were looking for a place to camp. So this could be the next day. And maybe that's actually the sun coming up, so that's east. I forgot that she was unconscious. There's a good chance that this actually is the next day. And then that would kind of unify everything. So we can... Oh, I guess it's a thing of some sort. A hot tub that we dropped onto. Okay. We are on our way to those tall buildings.
You good?
Yeah. I thought I was fucked back there. Thanks for the save, by the way.
Of course.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be where we pause
So, those are the wolves.
for the
They're
moment.
really armed.
Yeah, they are. Do you think they were gonna meet as many of them?
Tommy said this was a possibility.
Does that change anything for you?
No?
That's going to be where our pause for the moment. We're about a little over 3 hours or so in. Feel like we made some good progress. Make sure I save this. But we don't worry about going anywhere. We are not done streaming for the day. We're going to kind of jump back again and do a second part to the stream. We are going to pause for The Last of Us just for a little bit here. So I'm going to go ahead and hop. Well, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and shut the stream off just so I can take this file and move it over. And it is 5:19 right now. Let's go ahead and take a 20-minute break. So we'll say about 5:40. 5:40, we'll jump back on. And what I'd like to do is actually kind of walk you through some of my thoughts with the software. Yeah, I'll give you a running total on the charity bucket so far for how we've done so far in the game. Chit-chat a bit, talk about some stuff that you might want to see on the channel, and then we'll wrap things up today with one other gaming session. So that is the plan for right now. It's 5:20. We're taking a 20-minute break, and we'll be back after that. Hope you're having fun with it. Feel free to throw questions in the chat or send me messages, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for kind of tuning in this afternoon so far. So let's see what happens next.